What's going on, guys? It's your boy PS239 Riverboy, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm gonna do something different, and this is basically a new series, and we're gonna start a fresh new brokerage account together. And I'm gonna teach you guys my tips and tricks on the stock market. This isn't the crypto market, this is the stock market, because the stock market is basically hella down on most of the sectors, and I haven't been in the stock market since like 2024. We can even look back at my Robinhood. This is my Robinhood regular brokerage account, a traditional brokerage account. Like, I would pay taxes on this. I actually do have a retirement account on my actual bank account, like my Chase, like the JP Morgan. I have a retirement account, and that one's actually doing fairly good because I know about puts and calls, guys. So I'm just basically go with this $50, and then every week I'm gonna do updates on what I'm doing, and we're gonna do like small puts and calls on very good stocks. And I also want to have some of this portfolio inside dividends, and then I want some of this portfolio like strictly for puts and calls, and then I want some of this for like just holding growth stocks. So if we come look at my list, I have a bunch of lists, but I have like my growth list. And if you look at my growth list, it looks like all of these have gone up considerably since I've seen them last, especially Nintendo and Palantir. The last time when I bought Palantir on my retirement account, it was literally $9. So we'd have to go back years to find Palantir underneath the price where I bought it, guys. I bought my Palantir, like 1,200 shares, around $9, guys. And it's been so long. Now Palantir is all the way up here. And I specifically remember buying a put for $185 when it was at $200 for like $6. And then it dropped all the way to $154. You see right there, bam. And then I forced my put, like I forced that guy to buy my shares at $185 when it was $154. And then all I did was just rebuy all of my shares, and then I bought another put when we went back to 190, and I bought another 185 put. And then now in my put, when I buy puts, they are for months in advance, so I know my put is gonna last for like another month or two. And then by the time that put goes through, the guy is gonna buy those shares at me at $185. No matter what the price is, it could be lower or it could be higher. And if it's higher, then he doesn't buy the shares, but he just keeps, I think it was $50 I gave him. Well, actually, no, it was $500 because I had over 1,000. So it's basically, it was $5 for every 100 shares, and I had over 1,000. So it was like $500. So basically, all I needed for the price to go down to was like 170, and I broke even, and we're at like 136. So I can execute those shares right now and force him to buy all of my Palantir shares at 185, and then I keep all of the money, and then I just rebuy all of my Palantir shares and then some. And that's how you basically, or basically what I'm going to teach you guys what to do on this small baby account. We're going to take some of my high risk plays, like I have some very high risk plays, and then I have I have just like my overall good charts that I like to look at. And I'm going to go for a stock that does let you do puts and calls. Not all stocks let you do puts and calls on them, but I'm gonna go for a stock that does, and a stock that I know that likes to boom a lot. When it booms, and we're at a 52-week low. So we're at like a 52-week low on this stock, and it usually booms a lot. The 52-week high is $3.61. So there's a lot of growth on this, even if like say we just like in the next month or the next week it goes to $1, I double my money. So what I'm going to do on this stock is I'm trying to get into this stock, but I want to get into this stock a little bit cheaper than the price it is now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a put, and I'm going to buy a put for 54.5. So someone's trying to sell me a put, which is I'm buying a put is when you already have the shares. Selling the put is when you want to buy the shares. So you're basically telling this guy that I will buy 100 shares from you at 50 cents by Friday. If Friday doesn't come along, you're going to give me, and he's going to pay me $1.96 right now. So if it does get to 50 cents on Friday, my break-even price wouldn't be 50 cents. It'll be $4.08 because he's about to pay me $1.96 right now to buy this put. He's selling it, I'm buying it off of him. So I'm basically telling this guy that by Friday, if the price is under 50 cents, I will buy it off of him for 50 cents. But if the price is still 54 cents by Friday, then I just keep this $1.96. So it's a win-win for him, and it's a win-win for me, because I want to get into this stock, but I don't want to get into it so like I don't want to rush into it. If I can make $2 while I wait to enter the stock, that'll be really cool. So I'm gonna execute this, and this says, if you agree to buy 100 shares of FFAI for 50 cents each before or on February 20th. If you aren't asked to buy FFAI by then, you'll keep your collateral and the full $2 credit. This doesn't include regulatory fees. So the fee is 4 cents. The fee is 2 cents per bid, or the fee is 4 cents per bid because he's taking out 4 cents. So I'm gonna execute this, and then I'm basically gonna get credited $1. I'm going to get credited $1, and then I own this put. So, and then the thing is, you can rebuy puts and you could resell them. So it should show. I should get those $2 pretty soon. Yeah, I think I executed it because I see it right there, but it hasn't hit my balance yet. So I probably have to wait until Friday to get those $2, or they just give me the shares at 48. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm pretty sure that I would have gone up $2. This might not. I might actually be waiting for someone to sell me this put, which means, yeah, the place order. Yeah, it hasn't executed yet. No one has sold this to me yet. Like, no one bought a put for 50 cents. It's almost looking like I might have to actually enter the stock and enter the stock if I want to make that money, because you have to get these puts sold to you. Like, someone has to be on the other end of this transaction. So if I want to make this $2, someone has to think that we're going to go under 50 cents and buy this put off of me. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna do this one, and then if on Friday or on Monday, because Friday after the end at Friday at 3 o'clock is when all calls and puts for that day get executed, so you have an hour to open up other ones. But I'm probably just going to wait until Monday and see what the market does over pre-market over the weekend, because that's when a lot of scary stuff happens, is over the weekend, guys. So I'm going to keep this put open, and wait and see if it gets executed. If it gets executed, my balance will say $52, and then they'll be basically holding 48 of it as collateral. So I'll have $4 I could play with in here, which I could buy a call of a stock, which, like, I don't really want to do too much at one time because I just came back and I honestly don't know what the evaluations of all of these stocks right now. I don't know the evaluations of all of these companies because it's been like 2 or 3 years since the last time I've been here. The last time I was on here, I did have a lot of money on here, but this is a traditional brokerage account, and I was starting to bleed it for Bitcoin once they added Bitcoin on here. Like, you can trade you can buy Bitcoin on here with your stock money. Once they added that, I basically bled this account dry, and then I started doing puts and calls that basically shot my account back up to almost to its old glory at one point, like, because of the puts and calls I was doing, and I was doing really good. And then I was just like, yo, Bitcoin is too cheap. I think it was like around 30,000 or so at the time, and I was like, yo, I need to get in. So I started bleeding my account dry all the way down to zero, and I haven't touched the stock market since. And my IRA in my bank account is automatically investing into a few different stocks. I can show you guys now what those stocks are. My IRA automatically invests into QDTE, which is a weekly payer, like they pay you every single week. And I invest into AMZ, which pays you every single month, and it's very high income every single month. And then I invest into, well, I stopped investing into Palantir because it grew so much, but I started investing into like, I don't have SPY, or I don't have the other things, NASDAQ and all that. I have like YieldMax and what was it, Misty. That's MicroStrategy, the actual company. I'm looking for the YieldMax fund, so I must not have it on here. Yeah, I probably don't have Misty on this fund, but yeah, I have Cornerstone, which is it's a good high yield company that the value of their stock doesn't depreciate a lot like YieldMax does. And then I have some YieldMax, and I let those appreciate, or I let those compound by not reinvesting. I don't reinvest any of my dividends until the market crashes, and then once there's a crash, I invest all into my dividend stocks, and then I let them pay me again, and then I just rinse and repeat. And then if I see or hear about a good stock opportunity, then I invest the dividend cash into like a growth stock. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up in the next one, and yeah, guys, let's start this journey together.